What is up, everybody? It is I, Ronin, and today I'm coming at you with a learning how to play. It was going to be Security Force, it was, but then I found War Rocks, and I was like, well, that's free content. So I made War Rocks to the best of my ability, and as the internet, and I'm sure anyone with any skill in the game can approve, this is not a very good deck. I did manage to pick up some wins with it, thankfully, but it was all because I had a combination of Warrock Mountain plus Lightning Storm or Feather Duster. Um, so yeah, not expecting much, but let's go over this anyways, just so you all know what is going to be. And we'll be starting with the primary combo, which is basically opening with Warrock Mountain and our good friend Orpus here. So, starting with Warrock Mountain is a field spell. When it is activated, it wrote as a Warrock monster. And at the start of the battle phase, if you control, you can special summon Warrocks from your hand so long as they are differently named from any you have on the field. Beyond that, though, it only has one other effect where if a Warrock would be destroyed, you can destroy this instead. Pretty simple. Searches for consistency. Not awful. Puts things on board. I don't mind it. Next up, we have the other important card, Warrock Orpus. It's a level 5 Earth Warrior with 2100 attack and defense. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are warriors, you are able to normal summon this without tributing. And during the battle phase where a Earth Warrior attacks, he's able to send a Earth Warrior from your deck to the graveyard, which is every monster in our deck, so yeah. Now for the other important card, which is Skylar, Warrock Skylar, what should have been the boss monster and probably the only decent card in this deck, is a level 6 warrior of 2200 attack and defense, gains 100 attack for each monster your opponent controls, and during the battle phase that a warrior of the Earth variety attacked, you can, as a quick effect, Monster Reborn, a level 4 or below Earth Warrior from your graveyard. All your Warrocks get 200 attack until the end of your opponent's turn, and level 4 or lower monsters can no longer attack directly. So yeah, that's pretty solid. No, I should mention they all have that effect where when their effect is activated, all Warrocks get 200 attack till end of next opponent's turn. So now I'll go over the basic combo that you want to try to pull off. First, activate Warrock Mountain to search your Skylar. Normal summon Orpus. If you have Gactos in hand, that's also pretty good because he special summons himself when you normal summon a Earth Warrior. From there, you attack with Orpus. Orpus is going to be sending... Well, it really depends what you want. If you're dealing with attack point shenanigans, you can send Origin Gaia the Fierce Knight because it can banish itself from the graveyard to reset attack. You can send Bashalos because he can summon himself from the graveyard. You could also potentially send, Assault Halberd if you wanted, because, or you could send Fortia as well. So, you have summoned your Orpus, entered the battle phase, use Warrock Mountain to summon your Skylar. Orpus is attacked. He sent your choice of monster to the graveyard. Then you are going to use Skylar's quick effect in order to revive the level 4 lower you just sent, and then attack, because this way, if you choose to revive Fortia, you can activate his effect, even if he can't attack directly, in order to get a search for a Warrock card, ideally your next Warrock Mountain, so you can somewhat recover in the next turn. And that's basically the play for Warrock. That's the ideal way to go about it. And everything else is just kind of fluff and filler. Obviously, got things like Junk Forward and Assault Halberd as ways to get free special summons for tribute summoning our Skylar if we would like to, because she can revive the thing that she tributed for it. We have Gactos, which his only real unique effect is that outside of special summoning himself, he also is able to summon a level 5 or higher Warrock from your deck when he's destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Fortia sort of has the same other ability outside of, he can also search when no Warrock battles. Now, though, let's go ahead and talk about Bashalos, because he's honestly a little cool. So, first off, during a battle phase, while your Earth Warrior attacks, as a quick effect, you can Make it so he can attack directly and all your Warlocks get the 200 thing. And when an Earth Warrior you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon him from hand or grave. However, he is banished if summoned this way. He is a hard once return. So he's not bad for closing out games. It's a good thing to sort of float into another target to send off of Orpus if you really would like to. So, not awful. Not awful. Now, though, for the spell and traps, obviously we have Lightning Storm because this is a hard go second deck, and I have chosen to lean into it. One Harpy's Feather Duster for the obvious reason of, again, choosing hard to lean into going second. One Rhoda. A lot of our deck is level 4 below Warrior, so it kind of makes sense. Free Pot of Extravagance because the extra deck is really not that important. One Terraforming because it's another way to get to our mountain. Free Infinite Impermanence so we have some form of interruption. And one Metaverse as another way to get to the mountain. The extra deck you can really fill with whatever you want to. So, you have me, it's basic stuff. Nightmare Package, Baguska in case you need to stall out because this deck can somewhat make rank 4 plays. As well as a slight Utopia package. However, now onto our side deck. We have free Nibiru for stuff like Dragon Link. Free Ash Blossoms to stop slower decks. One AA Zeus because we do run a lot of Xyz monsters in here. 2 Utopia double so we don't accidentally hit it off of our Pot of Extravagance. 1 Raigeki because if you're going to sack, you might as well give yourself as many chances to it as possible. Free Pot of Avarice in case we need recovery. 1 Called by the Grave in case of hand traps. And 1 Double or Nothing to work with our Utopia double. So, if you're new here, we're just going to go over a few replays. I'll show things I liked, things I didn't like, and generally how to play the deck. And yeah, I will see you all there. Okay, welcome to the first duel of Guyver PR. We are Tab as per usual. And we are going second, which is ideal for us, and have opened up with what's going to be a common theme, some combination of Mountain and Lightning Storm. Our opponent will be going first, though. It seems like they bricked a little bit, and I actually never looked at his deck, but it's kind of wild. I think it's like Legendary Fisherman? I think it's like Legendary Fisherman Turbo. Probably has a lot of searches for Legendary Ocean, which makes Legendary Fisherman better. So, yeah, that's what he's doing. And he will be going first. He did brick some. Let's see. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. He could do a potential rank 5 play that he does later, but, like, I don't know if you have anything that would be great going first as far as rank 5s go. What's this? White or a whale? Yeah, no, not any really good rank 5 targets, but let's go ahead and get into it. So, our opponent's going to go first. Go ahead and try to activate the Moray of Greed to try to unbrick, drawing into the Instant Fusion, Citadel Whale, and Sea Stealth Attack. Then it's our turn. We drew the Impermanence, which is great, so we activate the Mountain, which is going to go ahead and let us summon our Orpus. From there, we're going to special summon Junk Forward, because I wanted to try to get in as much damage as I could. Summon Orpus, and because I normal summoned a Warrock, Goktos summons himself from hand. From there we go into the battle phase. Goktos attacks. That lets us activate Orpus's ability, because keep in mind, this isn't they dealt damage, this is they battled. So we're going to go ahead and send the Bashilos into the grave, so we have that ready to go. Go ahead and just attack directly for the rest. Go ahead and set that Infinite Impermanence face down, then is onto our opponent, who is going to go ahead and infusion into the Theseus. From there, activate Feast of the Wild level 5 in order to summon his Fisherman. And from there, he's going to go ahead and make the Crystal Zero, which is going to rank up into the full armored version. From there, that's a big, scary card. So because he was definitely going to attack over that Junk Forward, and I kind of want to save as much life points as I can, I went ahead and negated it. So there's no more attack being gained. So he's going to attack the Junk Forward. Earth Warrior battled, so I'm able to send another Warrior to the grave. However, Junk Forward's going to be destroyed, so I can summon Bashilos as such. Then from there, we go ahead and draw. We get our Goktos. We're going to reactivate our Warrock Mountain to get another search, this time for Skylar. From there, we're going to tribute our on the field Goktos to normal summon Skylar, which will let us summon the Goktos that's in our hand. And then we are going to go ahead and start a battle. You can't just activate his effect to attack directly, by the way. You actually have to battle first. So that's great. So we do take a little damage, but we will be activating Skylar as well as Bashalos. So Bashalos can now attack directly. Skylar is going to revive a Warrock, which is going to be Fortia. And this is the one game where I actually managed to get all 5 Warrocks on board. So we are going to go ahead and, in order to keep this, go ahead and just pop the Warrock Mountain. Go ahead and grab a search for, well, first a Sin for Gaia Knight, and then another Warrock Mountain in case there's something up his sleeve. And from there, we just attack directly with Bashalos for gain. And that's kind of the best Warrocks will ever do. There are more replays, like I said, it's just every one that was a victory was some combination of Mountain and Lightning Storm. If you don't have a way to just very generically and quickly clear out an opponent's board, it's very difficult to play Warrocks, and I will be showing one more replay of that kind of going off, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, welcome to the second and final replay with Dark Extrid. He is going to be playing my favorite build of Destiny Hero Exodia. I did make a video on that deck a while back. It's probably very bad now, but who knows, maybe you'll find some enjoyment of it, I might update it. But yeah, so he's playing Destiny Hero Exodia. He will be... But let's go here right now. So he's going first, 1 Day of Peace, obviously, to draw the Drill Dark, getting a monster to the Cursed Bamboo Sword, and gonna start drawing a little bit. So that's pretty good for him. This is basically normal Exodia stuff. I don't feel a huge need to go super deep into it. So we're going to draw, go ahead and get our Skylar. Obviously, we're going to activate the Extravagance first, banishing 6 to draw 2. Which just gives us a few more monsters, which really doesn't help us. And because our only removal option to handle both of these is Lightning Storm. Go ahead, Lightning Storm is going to let him search a Golden Bamboo Sword. From there, we're going to summon Gaia, which is going to let us summon Goktos and go into Baguska to stall. I definitely could have used Gaia's other effect here to ditch a level 5 or higher from my hand to special summon him and then tribute for Skylar, maybe. I should have done that. I should have done that in retrospect, because even if damage is not dealt, it is just about battling. But Baguska's plan B is here. So now it's going on to our opponent, who is going to go ahead and continue with his draw-based shenanigans. Baguska, thankfully, doing its job of keeping everything in defense mode. Except for the Link Monster. The Link Monster is a little unfortunate. He is just going to pass on that, and in the standby phase we detach, he's going to get his draw guy out onto the field, which will let him draw a card. That's going to be negated, though. And now we're going to tribute our Baguska for Skylar. Moving into the battle phase, we're going to go ahead and attack over that Cross Crusader, using the effect to special summon our Goktos from the grave. He's going to attack over Draw Guy, because Draw Guy gets banished when it's special summoned in the way it was special summoned, and I didn't want him potentially overlaying into anything if he has any Xyz. Yeah, he has Dugars, so yeah, that was probably smart. That is going to be our turn, though. Fusion Destiny goes ahead and blows up Dominate Guy, which gets him a few monsters back, and a very, very large Dreadmaster. So that's unfortunate. And he's going to continue drawing, which sucks for us. Because he almost has all the pieces of Exodia together. At which point he's going to go ahead and just summon Plasma for a little stall. We're not honestly too worried about Plasma in this deck. If there's one thing this deck can do, it can beat over like 2k bodies. So like Plasma, not even an issue, really. So he's going to go into the battle phase, go ahead and attack over our Skylar. However, a Earth Warrior was destroyed by battle, so we're able to summon the Bashalos from our hand in order to sort of stop his attacks. Of course, Bashalos is negated. Is now on to us, though. He's going to get a draw off of Draw Guy. And we lost by Exodia. So, what you might have noticed with that game is that I did not have Mountain and could not put a bunch of monsters on board to attack very, very hard, and I had to go super slow with it, and that is why Warrock is a bad deck. In the battle phase, you don't have a play. Don't have Mountain, you don't have a play. They can't attack, you don't have a play. It's the issue isn't the effects themselves, it is how they are triggered. That's the most accurate thought I have on Warrock. It's not the effects, it's how they're triggered. Like, if it was just like at the start of the battle phase, even when all of this went off, that would be fine. But as it stands, the only one who really makes good use of the ability like that is Skylar, because Skylar can put another body on board. So yeah, final thoughts on Warrocks. It's a somewhat boring deck. The plays are few and linear. They're not even all that powerful. Like, you would be hard pressed to OTK with this deck. It relies on your opponent having a board presence way too much, honestly. So yeah, bad deck. Very, very bad deck. It's not that it can't win. It's just not fun, and there are better decks that are more fun and more effective if this is the type of play style you enjoy. But yeah, all that being said, let me know what your thoughts on this deck were in the comments down below. Any decks you want me to try, any other content you want me to produce. I'm always looking for ideas in that regard, so please let me know. And yeah, like if you liked, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want some more. This has been Ronin, signing off.